What's up, YouTube? So, today I'm going to show you guys how to make a super classy, super awesome yo-yo case out of a cigar box. Now, why a cigar box? Yeah, you could do this with just about anything. It's pretty much the same idea. My buddy gave me this cigar box. I was just in his wedding this weekend, and he gave me a cigar box with some cool stuff in it. But also decided to repurpose the box because this is really a cool box. You can get cigar boxes from any cigar stores. They might have them in your local mall. If you live in West Virginia, they have a bunch of them there. So grab a cigar box, and here's what you're going to need. So a cigar box or any kind of box, case, something to put it in. And then you're also going to need a foam. This foam is basically like the cushion that goes into your chairs and stuff. You can get this at Walmart. It's like $6 or so for a big sheet like this. You want it to be about this thick, about as thick as a yo-yo. So I'm going to make this for my nice wooden yo-yos. I have a pretty okay selection, at least they're nice to me, of old BC stuff, and I want a nice case to keep them in rather than just keeping them on a shelf up there, which is where they are right now. So that's what this is all about. I'm going to be doing this. So you need the box, you need this, some glue to glue it in to the any glue will work though. Elmer's glue, wood glue, whatever glue is fine. I'll show you how to do that once we're there. But basically that's what you're going to need. So oh, you're going to need a pen as well to mark this off. So we're going to pop open this bad boy, and we're gonna do a little bit of rough measuring here. And if we use that and cut it to about there. You want it to be a little bigger than the box. So we're going to cut it to about there, corner there. And just take your knife or some scissors or whatever. I'm actually just going to score it with the knife, I think, just to measure it up. Measure it to there. Measure that side to there. So I've got it all kind of cut, measured. And then I take my scissors from where I cut it and cut it with scissors. Cut it across. We'll cut it back. You could do this whole thing with a knife if you want, but I feel like the scissors are going to be a little cleaner. So we'll do that. So I'm going to cut this out, and then I will be back. And we're back. I got it all cut out. See? It's pretty simple. You just cut it with scissors or a knife or a razor blade or whatever. Just cut it out. And we got a ton left, so I could do this some more if/when I want to. So ton left. It's nice soft material. It's meant to be sat on, so it's good. It's good foam. Nice. So this is what I would recommend getting. So next what we're going to do, and I've already trimmed the sides and the rough edges up a little bit, is you want to trim up the sides and the rough edges, and then find the side that kind of looks the best. To me, I think it's this side looks the best, and we got the regular edges still here. So that side is going to go up, and what you're going to try to do is sort of just fit it into the cigar box as best as you can. Don't squish it down too hard, and put her in there like that. See? Very nice, very classy. Looks good. You shove it in there, make sure, flatten it all out like that. And play with it a little bit, get it all in there. Once you're happy with the fit, if, let's say, okay, this is too big, I want to shave some down or something to get it to fit better, I can pull it out and trim it again, or, use the razor blade just to cut it down a little bit. But I'm pretty happy with this fit the way it is. So I'm going to leave it this way because I am going to cut into it some more. So I want it there to be a little bit extra. I want it to kind of puff up a little because once I cut into it, I'm going to be setting yo-yos in here. So next thing you're going to do is take your yo-yo and figure out which way you want to put it in. So I want to set mine in like this, and I want to do them 3 across. I feel like I have 6 that I want to keep in this box, so if I can get 6 yo-yos in here, that to me is going to be good. So take your yo-yo, the biggest one that you're going to use. To me, it's this BC Apollo, and you're going to kind of measure out again with your knife, sort of just how far and where. Let's see what I'm doing here. I'm just going to kind of make a little mark where I want them in. See? A little stab mark there. And I'm going to go ahead and cut out some holes. And I'll cut out a hole, and I'll show you guys how I'm doing it. So I'm just going to take the knife. Make sure you get a sharp knife. This knife's not meant for this, but it's what I'm using. I don't care anymore. And cut out basically about 2/3 the size of the yo-yo that you're going to stick into that slot. Whether it's the round way or the like the just face up way, or the way where it's going to be sort of just to the on its side or whatever. You're just going to want to cut around and then pull out. Oh man, this really is good foam. Pull out the foam, cut it. We're just going to take this whole thing out. So, got my foam little cutout here. Cut it all the way down, all the way through. Poke it out so that you can basically just push the foam out the other end. Try not to mess up the side that you want to be the nice side, the face up side. And pull out your little foam part. So there's one. Clean that up a little bit. There's one. So let's try this out and see if it fits the way I want it to fit. I need a little bit more. But basically, that's how I want it to fit. I'm going to have to cut this one a little bigger. This will probably be good for the other ones. Let's grab one, check it. Yeah, the Apollo's a little bigger, but that's pretty good. So that's about it. Get it squeezed in there. Make sure it fits into the case. And there it is. Do it a bunch of times, clean it up, do it like that for as many as you want to fit. Like I said, I want to do 3 across, so I have 6. I think that's going to work out great. So I'm going to cut the other ones, and then I'll show you guys what the finished product looks like. And we're back. All right, so I've got 6 little slots cut out here. Make sure you stab into the side that you want to be the side that faces up, because that's going to make it the cleanest. As you can see, the other side kind of looks ugly, but the up side looks good. So that's what I want. That's how it's going to be. Not bad for a first try, I suppose. So let's stick it in the little box here, and we'll see how it looks in its completed fashion. Oh, come on. All right. There. Get it all in there. And I actually don't need to glue this in because I left it big enough that it looks pretty darn good and fits in there pretty snug. So I'm not going to glue this in because this is not meant to like go places. This is just going to store them for me. And that's what it looks like all inserted, all pretty. Let's put some yo-yos in it. Follow. It's okay if the yo-yos fit snug at first because the foam will stretch out. But at first you want it to sort of be snug because you want them to stay. They've got to stay in there. Pretty little yo-yos. Alright. And there we go. Perfect. Looks killer, right? That's it. That's how you do it. Cut the foam, stick the foam in a cigar box. That's it. Cigar box looks good. Very classy. Looks good for your classy throws. If you want, I know Jeremy, Mr. Yoyo Thrower, cuts them with like spaghetti cans, or what did he use? I think it was tomato like soup can. You cut out the tomato soup and then poured out the soup and then used that to cut the holes for the yo-yos. So I guess that works, but I like cutting it with just a little knife. Worked pretty well for me, as you can see. I dig it. Looks good. It was a lot better than just leaving them on the shelf the way they were. So I'm going to go with this. But tell me down in the comments, what do you guys think? Have you guys ever made your own yo-yo case or yo-yo box or whatever? I had a pretty good time with it, and I have a lot more foam and lots of other neat boxes. So I'm going to probably do some more. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you, and we'll see you next time.